Well, the purpose of this very short lesson, which will be our last lesson for this semester, is to direct you, or rather redirect you, to another video that deals with the examination of witnesses. The examination of witnesses is basically dealt with in chapter 11. We've discussed many of these provisions several times in the past, and it will basically tell you about what a witness can be asked, how a witness must speak, as to what examination, cross-examination, re-examination are, who comes first, who comes second, and you will see many of those details there. Let's just discuss a few sections before I redirect you to the video, and then you can watch the video that I've shown you there, and that should be good enough for you. One of the very important sections that you should see and to take note of is section 136. Section 136 states that the judge decides the admissibility of evidence. This is a very important point because you see, let us say a piece of evidence is brought before the judge. Okay. Now, either the evidence is admissible or it is inadmissible. What we'd seen until now was that the judge is the person who uses his mind to appreciate the evidence. However, who decides whether it is relevant or not, whether it is admissible or not? This again is done by the judge himself. So it's a very peculiar thing that, let us say, a piece of evidence is brought before the judge. Now he looks at it. He has to obviously see the fact. He sees the fact and then realizes, okay, this fact is not relevant. He has to discard the evidence. Now the point is that a person can discard the evidence, but is it really possible to take that fact out of your mind? Let me say, for example, we saw section 146 and we saw the proviso to section 146, which is that no person can ask a victim of rape or cross-examine a victim of rape and injure her character so as to show the quality of her consent. Now, is this person stopped from doing it before he does it? Or is he stopped when he is doing it? Or is it erased from the judge, from the head of the judge, after he has done it? You see, in most cases, the judge has to erase it from his head after it has been said, because nobody knows what a person is going to say, right? Therefore, when you see that the judge decides the admissibility as well, you need to realize that, one, the judge has a lot of power here, right? 136 gives the judge a lot of power. The second thing is that it is almost a superhuman responsibility upon the judge to ignore something that he may have seen which is otherwise not admissible. Okay. So this was one provision that I wanted to discuss with you. Make sure you have a look at section 136. It's important. Okay. And apart from that, you can see the video that I will be giving you the link of in the next page. Thank you for your patience. I wish you a good day. And with this, we end the lesson series for the time being.